you guys will obviously not understand what's just happened. I've recorded an entire hour worth of material, and I had to get rid of it because
Yep.
the audio quality is it good now?
Yeah.
I've got StaticNick here in the call because I need him to monitor my audio quality, because my audio quality actually deteriorated after a few minutes in that previous recording. So what I'm going to do is just quickly get this out of the way. This is my test world. I don't think you haven't seen all of this, have you?
I don't think I've seen your entire test world. I've
Okay.
only seen what you've been working on.
Alright, so this was the group photo, but here I am creating a video for you guys because you want me to. I've asked you. I've asked everyone, and almost every single person has decided to persuade me into doing this. And I also do want to because I want to show you guys this vanilla Pokemon project I've been working on. I need to thank Carboy for giving a lot of the suggestions for Pokemon names. Without him, I wouldn't really be inspired to do this. I also have to thank Drazo for giving me this software. I've had a lot of difficulties setting up my audio, especially recording both stereo and mic output. Couldn't do it without his help. And I also have to thank the guy in the call right now for being such... You actually helped me a lot, honestly. You can be my moderator, as you're a moderator on my server as well. Okay, I'm going to split this video into two parts. One part will be this, just me showing you guys what I've done. And the second video, the second part will really just be me explaining how I did all of this. I don't know how much detail I'm going to get into it now because I'm really discouraged by my previous video. I spent so much effort teaching you guys a lot of the commands, but now I had to throw it away because of the audio quality. Okay, so basically, I'm going to press this button, and it's going to start an entire sequence of events that is basically mimicking the Pokemon Fire Red game. If you haven't played it, I don't think you'll understand a lot of these references and the gameplay. Hopefully you've played it, but then again, I can't guarantee anything. So I'm going to press this button and it's going to start it all off. So here we go. So, vanilla Pokemon, it's a proof of concept, it's not a map by any means. It's just a video, it's actually just me demonstrating that it is possible to create a Pokemon game in vanilla Minecraft. It's not Pixelmon. I'm not going to have giant Charizards flying around in the world. I'm just going to have Pokemon encounters just like the real game. So at the beginning of the game, you get to choose between 3 Pokemon. In the real game, you get to choose between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. But here, obviously, I can't do that. So what I've done is I've had a Fire Pokemon, a Grass Pokemon, and a Water Pokemon. Of course, a Silverfish is not Water type, but who cares? I can do whatever I want. So I've given these 3 Pokemon special names. So the Magma Cube is called Larvium. Sounds fiery to me. You can click no. You can select a different Pokemon. You don't have to select one right away, because in the real game you get to choose as well. So you can click yes, or you can click no. If you click no, you get to choose a different one. So which one will you choose? And I'll click this one, and it says, so you want to go with this one. If I click yes, it will send you back into the outside world and to continue the story. So I'm going to click yes. So I'll click yes, and it says here, your Pokemon with an HP count. Your Pokemon is Krillbard with an HP percentage of 100. So it says here you've received the Pokemon Krillbard. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold, and let's go. Very, very similar to the original game. I tried to mimic it as much as I wanted. As much as I could, really. Because, of course, Minecraft is kind of limited in what it can do as well. So it teleports you out to Route 9 3/4. If you know what the reference is, good on you. It's from Harry Potter. So you're out. It teleports you out here. So you've got the wild grass, the tall grass outside, and you've got the safe area where no Pokemon will jump at you. So if you walk around the dirt path, it will not activate any event, so no Pokemon will come at you. But if you walk in the tall grass, after a while, a wild Pokemon should come out. After a while. Yep, there you go. So you get the nausea effect, and you get blindness, and then you get teleported into a battle scene, which I have not worked on yet. That is as far as I've gone. So that's how much work I've done in about a week. I'll probably get this project done in a few months' time, because there is a lot of work that gets into the wild Pokemon fight scene. You can attack, you can run away, you can capture them, you can use an item. I'm thinking maybe using a snowball as a Pokeball. Probably the easiest way to do it, because a Pokeball is like a snowball and you can throw it. You'll throw it at the Pokemon, and depending on how much HP the wild Pokemon has, I guess I could set up a chance event, but again, that's quite difficult. So I'm just going to set my score to 0. Whoops. FP. Random. 0. So let me teleport outside and just show you how much I've done. So again, this is the map. I've cloned it out here because I needed to test a few things out. So this is kind of obsolete now. You can see there's a bit of work underneath it. So this is the map that I've done. Again, this is just a proof of concept, because there's a lot of work that gets done.
Well,
There's a lot of work. You have to put a lot of work into command blocks.
You can always split it up and put the
Yeah, I guess I could make a separate video depending on what feedback I get. Because Tommy has really been persuading me to teach him how to work with command blocks, but it's not easy teaching command blocks. The best thing I can do is create a video tutorial on each thing. But again, it's really up to him. I've tried teaching him on the server, but his attention span is a bit low. It's a bit small.
Yeah.
He gets distracted so easily. I'm going to clear the scoreboard on the sidebar here. There's one thing I'm fearing, is that if I create another video, I might get the audio problem again. Is it working now? Is it's okay?
It's been fine the whole time.
Oh, maybe I should do it. I don't know. Alright, so I've decided to explain one thing, I guess. I'll explain to you how I did the random encounter event. But again, it depends on what you guys want me to do, what you're requesting, your feedback, I guess. So I guess what I'll do now is explain to you how I actually got this random encounter event to occur. The first thing I'll show you guys is that it's not entirely random. It's based on an execute command that I have made that will detect a block underneath your feet. So I'll show you the command that I have. It's just over here. So what it's doing is, this command block, okay, first of all, actually I need to explain this. This is a fill clock. It's filling redstone blocks at a rate of 20 times per second. I will not explain to you how that works right now. It depends on what you guys want me to do. But what it's doing is, it is a 20 Hz clock replacing and setting a redstone block 20 times a second. It's quite powerful, but it works because I need a very, very fast clock for what I'm doing. So what's happening here is, this command block here is being executed 20 times a second. So it's executing relative to me, so at P means relative to me, nearest player, with a scoreboard objective that is equal to 1. This is meaningless for now. I'm not going to explain it to you yet until I make a separate video. A video tutorial, that is. So it is executing this command relative to me, a test for block command. And test for block is, as its name suggests, it is testing for a block relative to the player. So So this is testing for a block that is 2 blocks beneath me. That is a red colored wall. So 14 is the damage value. It represents the color red. So it's testing for this block, and if it successfully tests this block, it is activating this command block. And this command block is scoreboard players add. So it is adding the score of random encounter underscore s. And I'll show you what that is. Display add random encounter s. Oops. Add scoreboard set display sidebar. Okay, so I'm showing it on the sidebar. So I will demonstrate to you what it's actually doing. So squad players set. Whoops. Okay. So I'm gonna walk around, and you'll see this scoreboard change at an increment of 1. So every time it's so it's detecting a red wall block 2 blocks beneath me, and every time it does, it will add a score of 1. And as soon as it reaches 5, that's when it happens. So the random event occurs. So what does that mean? So first of all, what it means is your scoreboard, as soon as it reaches 5, there is a separate command block that sets your score back to 0 and activates this chain of events. I'm not going to explain that because it is really complicated. So, this command block is testing for a red wall. You're probably asking yourself, where is the redstone wall? Where is the red wall? And the answer is, it's actually beneath you, because if I teleport down, you can see it. I've created a whole system of red walls as random as I could possibly make it. It is basically underneath any tall grass that is above ground. So as soon as the command block sees that you are standing above a red wall, it will add a score of 1 to your steps. And as soon as it reaches 5, that's when the event happens and you get teleported to the battle scene, which I haven't done yet. Yep, so this scoreboard is adding, so every time it tests for a red wall, this scoreboard command block is adding a score of 1 to your steps. And as soon as that happens, so this test for block, so test for command block is testing for a score of 5. I'll explain this in a lot more detail in a different video. I don't have time for that right now. So every time it tests for your score to be equal to 5, it is going to set a redstone block here to activate a stream of events and give you nausea, because that's when you go all fuzzy and get teleported. So that's all I'm going to really teach right now. I might have to buy a new mic because I don't think this mic is going to be very stable for me if I'm going to be making more videos. So that's all there really is for this video. If you really want, and if you've been generous enough to watch this video in its entirety, thank you. I'm not very entertaining. I know this is my second video. It's actually my first, but it's my second because I did record one earlier. If you've been kind enough to watch to the end, thank you. If you have any suggestions for videos, definitely reply. I will be posting this video on the forum for you guys to watch. If you think that if you would like me to create a video tutorial on how I did this, just reply and I will do it. I might have to put it off until next week though, because it is going to be Sunday when I post it up. And I might actually buy a new mic during that time. It really depends on what happens, I guess. So thank you very much, and I don't have an outro. I'm just going to say goodbye, just like that. I might work on one. It really depends. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the server.
At least it was a weekend.
At least it was a weekend, and it's a Saturday night. I have tomorrow to edit. How fun is that?